welcome to the live. We are going to hopefully figure out OBS. Hell yeah, now we got it. Wait for some people to come in here. I only have 303 subscribers to YouTube, so I got to get some of my 50K followers over here. But yeah, we are ready to go. Feeling, really good about this project so far. Great branding, pretty much everything you'd want out of a meme coin. Why do I see that that drop? It's the airdrop thing is there. That's kind of annoying, honestly. But we'll see. No viewers yet. I'm really excited to start talking about this, so we'll see. Let's see how the YouTube live looks. And I need to know my sound, so I can adjust all settings, but I need some help with that. Oh, that's a screen capture. Okay, that's why. We gotta fix this. Delete, delete, delete. Oh. Hold on, guys. I messed up the total video. Video capture device. Okay. I'm back. Let's go. So now I need to figure out. We got. So I need to pull up the chat. I need to figure out. I was putting a screen capture. I need to do a screen share. How do I do this? Video capture device. Okay. Try that. Device. Nope. Same thing. Oh boy. Oh boy. Why is it saying screen capture? Yeah. Display capture. Total display. Okay. Now pull that down. Delete this. I don't know why that's coming up like that, but I should pull this up so I can see the chats. Let me know if you can see me. Okay, slow start, but let's get going. Let's pull this up so the chat is displayed on the left. Now, I don't need to see myself anymore. Just let me know if my sound is good. And let's talk about the token. So this is a project that is going to be built for the long term. It's going to take effort from me and the rest of the community to really explain that this isn't just a one pump pony. This thing has ripped 60% in 30 minutes, and hopefully it has many of those left. I want to add to the liquidity so it's harder to pump it, or at least you need more money to do so. Over the past 40 hours, we have 40K of liquidity. That's pretty good. I mean, 40K of volume. The liquidity is at 20K. I'd like to get that up to 40K. That will happen when it goes to 400,000 market cap, and we add to the liquidity pool. So one thing that I'm doing, I did the pre-sale. With pre-sales and airdrops, people are a little wary. I wanted to directly put it into everyone's wallets. That means that you can see the transactions on the chain for all of the pre-sale. What I'm doing now is, because of the way liquidity works, so volume up. Got you. Good call. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't want to blast you guys. How is that? sound wise, not trading volume. Right. Um, yeah, I turned my Discord off so you don't have the bump bump that comes in from Discord all the time. But yeah, so this is OBS. I'm still learning it. Um, we got a two soul buyer, and yeah, like guys, first thing I want to say, meme coins highly risky. Certainly more risky than other cryptos, but even theoretically, Bitcoin could go to zero. Although I would put that at a zero, 0.000001 or less chance. But let's just say that Bitcoin does go to can go to zero. Let's say that likelihood is super high, 50%. What if there's also a 10x likelihood that's just as similar? So these are asymmetric outcomes. As an investor, as a trader, you want to make more than you lose when you're right. So you can have a slugging hit rate of 50%, 52%, just barely, like basically flipping a coin. But when you're right, if you make a 10x, then your slugging percentage is massive. So think like a hitter. Like, would you rather have a guy that hits, strictly singles and bats 300, or a guy that hits 250 and hits 40 home runs a year? I would take that guy that hits 40 home runs a year. So same thing happens in trading. You can think of it in expected value. I just like to do like, what's the chance of 10x? What's the chance of zero? Okay. But there's a wide scale of outcomes, right? I think it's really unlikely that this thing, at least in the really short term, you guys will watch it. Like, if there's no trading volume, if it's if it's dying, if I'm not talking about it enough, like the one thing I don't want to do is overwhelm people on my TikTok that are there for finance and economic analysis, talk to my friends too much, so that people are like, is this all you care about? I mean, right now I really love this thing, but I don't want to overwhelm people. However, if you see me not like start to care about stay caring about this, maybe that's a sign. You can look at the wallets. Every transaction is there. There will be indicators of whether this project is doing well or not. And it's possible, like, let's say this thing rips to 3 mil and then goes back down to 1 million. It's possible you have more confidence at 1 million than you do now at 340K. But I would say there's definitely more upside here. You get paid for the risk that you take. Very asymmetrical returns. You can see the meme coin returns, 20 million, 50 million, 100 million, even $1 billion for coins like Peanut. And obviously the ones from earlier in the cycle, which were Pepe, the ones from 2017, which were Dogecoin, 2020 was Shiba Inu. There is huge potential in memes. My thesis on this is NFTs are really a great utility for just making sure that you have one of every asset. However, the digital JPEGs, that is not as useful, because like, sure, you can show somebody on your phone, only I have this. Sure, people can have screenshots of it, but this is mine. This is in my wallet. At the same time, you can do that with a banana on the wall. The guy, what's his name? This Asian entrepreneur, he just bought a banana on the wall for 6 million. But a meme coin can be distributed over thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of wallets, so people can say, I have TCNT, I'm a TCNT millionaire. And people would be like at the dinner table, I was telling my cousin about it at Thanksgiving. He works at Citadel, can't touch anything like this, but he was dying at it. He was loving it. And he and it's a joke. There's a utility where I'm like, TCNT's like, what's TCNT? I'm like, Thundercunt. And he just cracked up. He was like, what? So the meme utility, I think, will stay there. It's for laughs. It's for a good time. And ultimately, it's to make speculation on whether a project can take off, if a community can build. It's not an investment, but I consider it an investment. But I want to say, like, straight up, like, you should understand the limitations of an investment. This is not a security. Just like if you buy gold, that's not really an investment. You're expecting it to maybe maintain value, okay, that's savings then. That's not an investment. So understand that. But for me, it's like I can build this project. Um, so with that, there's certain things that we should go over. Radium is where the liquidity is. This is the treasury wallet. Right now, it has 54% of outstanding token supply, or 1 billion tokens. If this thing goes to a penny, this is worth 10, 10 the whole project is worth $10 million. So that would be, 30x from here. I certainly think it's in the range of outcomes. If it goes to 10 cents, we're talking about, a 300x or $100 million market cap. I think that's a potential too. Even down the road, if this thing really takes off, if it's the Fire Festival, I mean, before the fraud, but if it's the Fire Festival virality without the fraud, I mean, the fraud was early in Fire Festival. Now that I look back on it, I just didn't notice it as a fire intern. But if you make this ubiquitous, there's $1 billion potential. So really, like, it's a great word, right? It's not even a bad word. I stick with the verb, which means to throw something forcefully. And if you think of people that punt meme coins, like, that's all they do. They Thundercunt meme coins. So if we can get the word people to use that more, because the second part of the word is a little bit taboo, there is actually a psychological effect where by saying the word, your dopamine will spike. You will have increased pain tolerance. So maybe if you pull your hamstring, you can say Thundercunt, and it will help you manage the pain. But in all seriousness, make the name more ubiquitous. It already has a good following. My friends used it in college. Like, bro, like, if you don't stop talking, I'm gonna Thundercunt you through that drywall right there, or something like that. Like, it's a great word. It has room to grow, and we're gonna capitalize on that. And then when people say and think of the word, they're gonna think of the coin. Just as Doge, which used to mean like a duke in Italy, is now Dogecoin. That's what people think of. And now that there's Dogecoin, there's now Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency, which is now a derivative. It's making a new meaning from the meme coin. So obviously, I don't think Thundercunt's going to be a government agency, but I think there's a lot of room to run. Dogecoin is a $60 billion meme coin. So let's talk about how the money is going to be used, where it is. Let's look at the wallets. So there's 73 holders right now. There's been more. There's been people in and out. This is the treasury. This is marketing. This is development, and this is my wallet. So you'll see my wallet. You won't see me sell. Development. I will have to raise some money for cash expenses. Same thing with marketing, but it's mostly going to stay in TCNT. You can watch the transactions. You can watch list. What I would suggest is watch list these 4 wallets, just so that you have some clarity and peace of mind. And the liquidity pool, we're going to work this down over this weekend, hopefully down below 50%, eventually, 40%, 35%, end of the road, 25%. And then if we can get this as a percentage of market cap, this is a key statistic. If the liquidity is over 15% of the market cap, that is very good. That means people can get in and out without moving the price that much. So that is, more the goal than even the market cap in the short term, just building up the liquidity pool. And so in order to do that, just like we did the pre-sale, I'm going to do block trades. It's what like investment banks do when they want to move, a good amount of shares and they don't want to move the price, or, a currency, whatever it is. They just do sort of party to party, not quite peer to peer, but over the counter trades. And I'm willing to do a 10% discount from the current price because, first of all, the reason why somebody would want to do that, they believe the project, believe in the project. They want to get 2 or more SOL in. If you buy 2 SOL at 340K, let's just see how much it would move the price. Swap 2. It'll move it 8%. So you're gonna, you're gonna get an 8% higher price than right here. In addition to that, I'm going to give you a 10% discount because when I take the treasury liquidity, let's say I wanted to put 2 SOL into liquidity. Where does that 2 SOL come from? It comes from the liquidity pool, which is, as of now, you guys can put money in here, but as of now, it is entirely from the treasury. So, and there's also a nice weekly APR here. It says 38%. You can see 128 yield has in 42 hours or 41 hours. But it takes out the SOL when you sell, and it adds TCNT. But inherently the value of the TCNT also goes down. So really, like when the treasury sells, all that's happening is more TCNT is going into the liquidity pool. The SOL that you're selling is just coming from the liquidity pool. So if I do a block trade, I can just take out some of the TCNT and put in more SOL into the liquidity pool, thereby increasing the amount that goes into the liquidity pool by 100%. That's why the project, that's why token holders should like that. Yes, it does increase the bubble map, but quite frankly, if anyone is looking at a bubble map and deciding they don't want to invest in a project, they're not doing their homework enough, right? They're not going to be a long-term investor, most likely. So this is the treasury because of the pre-sale and distribution to the marketing and development budget. These are all connected, but ultimately that is not the end of the world. This is how we're going to get the liquidity up to 40K, and that will help the project greatly. I want to talk about the marketing strategy, and to do that, we're going to look at the white paper. So this is the white paper. It's a little zoomed out. This is the tagline: the only crypto that hits harder than your ex's insults. Sort of a play on both definitions of the word Thundercunt, meaning to throw something, and you can guess the adjective. This is the distribution. Treasury is going to have at least 50% in Solana. Obviously, this is going to be part liquidity. There's going to be a little bit outside of that. Right now, it's 100% Solana. However, in the future, some Ethereum, some Avalanche, whatever altcoins, seem to be a good investment at the time, can be under 10% with alternative meme projects. This may be because we've, as a community, find some projects that are pretty legit, and good value, asymmetrical returns. Obviously, not. You're not going to convince me there's another meme coin that has better asymmetrical returns and probabilities than TCNT, because I know the whole project. However, there may be some asymmetrical bets that are good options that will be 2 or 3% possibly. But the other thing is, like, we could partner with a new meme coin, and then we can sort of exchange communities, and our contribution will be acquiring a small sum of that meme coin. The rest, 40 up to 40% in Bitcoin. If crypto looks super overheated, it will just be staying in Tether or some sort of stable coin. The power of memes. Let's look at the marketing strategy. We unlocked 100K market cap really, really quickly, surprisingly quickly. So that means phase 1, is unlocked. Grassroots campaign, building out Twitter, Reddit, Discord, and Thundercunt memes, and then minimal cost merch, stickers, mugs, T-shirts. Because this is organic growth, this is free marketing. Imagine this on a hat or a mug. Nobody has any idea, but you do. You can tell your secret, or you can, you know, just leave it as, oh, that looks like ACDC. That's pretty cool. It's TCNT. No questions asked. I think the brand. I'm really proud of the branding. And this is, basically the road to viral domination. The next achievement could happen this weekend is a 1 mil market cap. This will unlock when it stays above 1 mil for 24 hours. That's just, pumping to 1 mil, tapping it and coming down doesn't quite unlock, because inherently this is going to take more money. This is essentially free, minimal cost. This transition to top meme creators. So basically, we on Instagram, I have connections to Liquidity. I have connections to a bunch of, like, I don't know if you guys know the John Rich memes. I know the creator well. We sat down in 2020 and worked on a project that didn't work out, but we are well connected, all in that community. I was trying to build a media company at the time, but I didn't have the right go-to-market strategy. But I have great connections as an influencer with my 50K followers right now. And then launch exclusive Thundercunt merch. And this will be higher quality merch. So it may cost $30 for a t-shirt, but our cost basis, including shipping, might be $25. Who cares? It's a $5 margin, but this is a sick shirt with this on the front. Maybe we can offer one with Thundercunt on the back. And the goal is to make this guy right here, this little lightning rod, into a Clippy. I don't know if you guys remember Clippy. I don't even know if you're old enough to remember Clippy. Clippy, the paperclip. So, yeah, this guy, he's cute. He used to have him in Word, and you would ask him questions, and this is Clippy. We're going to make that for, I just minimized it. We're going to make that for Thundercunt in the shape of a lightning bolt with just little eyes on there. So we'll make memes around that. We'll make a whole personality around that. And I 1 million market cap. Again, we're going to stay low budget, high ROI, merch, memes, and then partnerships with small to mid-tier influencers or crypto YouTubers. And again, the goal is keeping the marketing cost low. From there, we can cross this bridge when we get there. I will throw out just for the sake, like, if we get to 1 billion, that is legendary. That is absolutely legendary. If you're talking about a 3,000x from here, that would just be like the best thing ever. That would mean we would make a documentary. I don't even, like, it doesn't even matter if who is the Game Stonk guys, or like, we don't need Netflix to want to make a documentary. If this is a 1 billion market cap, we can put $1 million from the marketing budget into making our own documentary, and then just release it on all socials. And we don't really need distribution, but that's how we cement our place in meme coin industry. Yeah, so one thing I do want to talk about: read the white paper before you invest. Ask me any questions. Ultimately, this is a risky asset class, and you need to know that all risks are involved. Although, almost certainly, objectively, there is extremely asymmetric return outcomes, but total loss is a possibility. You must know that. You must understand that. Do not buy more TCNT than you are willing to lose. It's like buying options in the stock market. None of this is financial advice. You have to do your own homework. And if you're really making investment decisions, talk to a financial advisor. If you're not comfortable doing your own homework and taking full responsibility for the risks and your risk profile. So yeah, you know, unfortunately, I need to get this YouTube up to 1,000 subscribers so I get natural growth. All of you guys have just come in here, but shoot me any questions in the chat. I'm looking at it over here. And we can discuss anything about the project. One thing I do want to show is like this. Well, here is the problem. Like everyone's sleeping during this time. So if you just draw out an uptrend, because in the stock market, you don't look at overnight prices when you're drawing trends. But early in a meme coin, we don't have Asian traders in yet that are buying this up during the middle of the night. So, we are below that uptrend, but wouldn't be if like this would be right here. Maybe we would still be below if we didn't trade. But this, you got to understand how steep this trend was. Ultimately, it could do a little, consolidation thing. But quite frankly, if you wanted to take profit, you would have already. I think a lot of the people that are in this project are very long-term believers. And again, fully transparent. All the transactions are here. And you can see like just been buys, small buys, small buys. There's been profit taking. Every single one of those like big red candles. Let's find this one. $1,200 in and out, 5 sold. This guy made he bought 1,000, sold 1,200, still has 600. That's a good trader. Let's look at the other top traders. Bought 285, sold 440, $4,000 realized profit. That is really good. Of the people that have lost money, this is 6 TNT. No, that's not lost. That's just that's how. So you would add this to this. So 4,700. He's just at break even. But it's ultimately a lot of the wallets are not down at all. Let's look at snipers, because we haven't really unlocked the bots yet. At a certain point, bots are going to come into this project for sure, and then all of a sudden the price is going to pump, and people are going to be like, who's buying? Somebody's going to be on it looking at the transactions. Oh, it's all these rapid transactions. This is a bot. So you guys can sell into that, and that just helps create like price discovery against algorithms. Basically what happens in the stock market. So that's definitely in the future, but since they aren't in yet, they have to buy first. So we'll see. We'll see how and when that happens, and obviously we'll be super wary on it. So at this point, I want to go text some homies, let them know about the project. It's been Thanksgiving, so I haven't really gotten a lot of my friends exposed to this thing. Who knows? Maybe they'll immediately ape in and be like, hell yeah, brother. Like I was about to throw $500 on, Sunday night football. Instead, I'll put that 500 towards this, because there's way better returns here than sports betting, potential returns. I don't want to promise anything. But yeah, so I got to make some calls. It's going to be a lot of legwork, a lot of groundwork. And then I'm going to start bringing on creators. Again, unlocking the phase 1 of the marketing plan. Where are we? Grassroots, baby. So one thing before I hop off I want to talk about is the airdrop originally allocated 5% to airdrop, the first tranche of airdrop, 10% total, $100 million. I mean, 100 million tokens. I did not expect that during the airdrop to be worth $37,000 or $34,000. So these tranches are going to be spaced out more than than I thought. It's possible we jump the 2.5% in first, and then when we get more wallets to distribute this around, because $37,000, the idea is that there's going to be a multiplier on the giveaways. Like in order to give away $37,000 for it to be effective, it has to bring in 40 plus, right? Hopefully 60 plus. It doesn't have to in the outset. Like, it's not like people need to front run $40,000 in order for us the break even to be a good ROI. It's just over time. Basically, like, you're exposing people to this coin, so they should buy more, right? When they see it trade well, they see the community build. They might get 250K TCNT. It's like 100, maybe $200 at the time, and then they will be like, okay, I really like this. Now this is $300. I think this can go 10x from here at least, so I'm going to put another $200 in. So that's how we would get back some of that money. It's going to be split up into 3 tranches, as I said. A tranche doesn't mean it has to happen at one time. It means it can be 3 days in a row. It can be a week in a row. So we're still working through the logistics on that, but that's something to look forward to. We're going to incentivize holders. There's got to be a reason for people to buy the token. Basically, download the Solana if they've never downloaded Solana before, and make it work. But I think there's also some benefit to giving away some for free, maybe like 10,000, 25,000 TCNT, because there's a lot of people with absolutely no money. My brother and his friends that are abroad in Prague right now are go into that category. It doesn't mean that they're immediately going to realize those gains. Even if they did, they would need some Solana. So like a very little bit of Solana, but you would still have to get some. So there's also a lot of people that are trying to turn no money into $1 million this crypto cycle. But many of them will fail, but many of them will also try. So there is some free marketing aspect there. Like, if they get $20 of TCNT, maybe they tell somebody about it and bring in $100. So that's the plan. Airdrop still not figured out. If you guys are not in the Telegram yet, join. There's multiple channels, trading, the discovery where everyone pops in, marketing, liquidity pool, and then the wallets that you want to watch. Treasury, marketing, development. You can see that on chain, but I put it in here for you guys. And yeah, we're going to get rolling. It's a big weekend for TCNT. Thanks for tuning into the stream. If you're watching this after it was live, I'm sorry about the slow start. Next time I'll do better. Thanks for tuning in.